My name is Cindy Burleson, and I'm chairman of the International Sibling Society, where I have the privilege here today to welcome you to SDGs Explained, the podcast where we explore the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and how people in over 190 countries are working together to make life better on the planet for all life, both above and below the water. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure peace and prosperity for all, addressing key challenges such as poverty, hunger, health, education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below the water, life on land, peace and justice, strong institutions. In this series, you will learn much more about the Global Sustainable Development Goals. But if you're curious and you want to know more now, check out the SDGs Explained trailer and bonus features found in the same place where you found our podcast here today. You can also find the International Sibling Society and the SDGs Explained series on YouTube. We encourage you to take the time to look us up on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Indeed, we need your support to get our message out through the algorithms so everyone, everywhere around the planet can hear it and share with us all how we're working together to achieve the sustainable developments in each part of our own corner of the world. It only takes one click. Click the subscribe button and let's get YouTube on our side. Speaking of YouTube, if you visited our website, issnow.earth, you'll see that the International Sibling Society is in the middle of a huge YouTube subscriber drive. Today, we invite you to become an integral part of our movement by subscribing to our channel and embracing the shared power of shared experiences. We encourage you to navigate to us and be part of our global community. Visit issnow.earth, where you can tell us who you are and what you're doing in your part of the world to move us closer to the Sustainable Development Goals. Be a guest on our show. We're here to support you. Speaking of support, the International Sibling Society wants to be the first to encourage you to assume your own role in the world of diplomacy. We encourage you to pursue a career in foreign service in your home country. Research the requirements, and you'll soon be on your way to an exciting, rewarding career where you can truly make a difference for all of us living on the planet. Most countries require some form of testing to enter foreign service. In my country, the United States, all aspiring foreign service officers are required to take a written foreign service officer test. It's called the FSOT for short. After taking the FSOT, the next step for Americans is the qualification evaluation panel. The evaluation or the qualification evaluation panel look at the total candidate to rank order all the candidates in a given career track. The number of candidates invited to the oral assessment depends largely on the U.S. State Department's anticipating hiring needs and budget. Well, what's the process in your country? Whether the requirements are written or oral test in your country, to help you prepare yourself for the road ahead, the International Sibling Society has prepared a comprehensive study guide to help you ace the essay portion and even the written portion or the oral portion of any exam that you're required to take. The name of the study guide is simple. It is Launch Your Foreign Service Career and Ace the Foreign Service Officer Test. You can find Launch Your Foreign Service Officer Career and Ace the Foreign Service Officer Test anywhere you buy books. But we understand books are much heavier to carry than they used to be, and that you likely prefer a lighter, more portable digital or audio version, I imagine. Well, look no further. Audiobooks and ebooks are available too. Just search for them by name on your favorite platform. The International Sibling Society Global Test Prep Series, Launch Your Foreign Service Career, and ACE the Foreign Service Officer Test. In this guide, you will find 20 sample essays covering a wide range of writing prompts that could be included in any Foreign Service Officer test, regardless of the country or testing format. We have carefully curated these essays to provide you with a diverse set of topics, ensuring that you are well prepared for any challenge that comes your way. From these essays, you will learn how to effectively structure and develop your responses to impress evaluators. Whether you are facing a written or oral exam, our study guide will equip you with the necessary skills to tackle any essay prompts with confidence. You will learn how to analyze the question, generate compelling arguments, and communicate your ideas with clarity and precision. At the International Sibling Society, we understand the importance of acing the Foreign Service Officer test. Aspiring Foreign Service officers need to demonstrate their ability to think critically, analyze complex issues, and communicate effectively. Our study guide is designed to help you master those skills, ensuring that you stand out from your competition. Don't leave your success on the Foreign Service Officer test to chance. With our study guide, you can confidently approach any essay prompts that come your way. Get ready to showcase your knowledge, skills, and passion for diplomacy with our comprehensive collection of sample essays. Start your journey towards becoming a Foreign Service Officer today. Order your copy of our study guide and unlock your full potential on the Foreign Service Officer test. Your dream career is within reach, and let us help you make it a reality. So I ask you, are you ready to take your Foreign Service Officer test preparation to the next level? Well, let's get started. In today's podcast, we're going to discuss the role of diplomacy in resolving contemporary international conflicts. Let's first examine the role of diplomacy in resolving contemporary international conflicts through the lens of Sustainable Development Goal number 16, which deals with peace, justice, and strong institutions, aimed to promote peaceful and inclusive societies, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable institutions at all levels. One of SDG number 16's specific targets include significantly reducing all forms of violence and working with governments and communities to find lasting solutions to conflict and insecurity. Diplomacy is a critical tool in achieving these targets. Moreover, the role of diplomacy in resolving contemporary international conflicts can be associated with Sustainable Development Goal number 17, which is partnership for the goals. Since international cooperation and global partnerships are often necessary to support peace processes and conflict resolutions, diplomacy can directly impact many other SDGs as well, given that conflict resolution is fundamental to creating the stable conditions necessary for achieving sustainable development across all areas. Well, knowing this, how would we respond on a written test or an oral exam, or better yet, in the real world of international diplomacy, if we were asked to discuss the role of diplomacy in resolving contemporary international conflicts? Well, that response might look like this. Or it may sound like this. Title: The Crucial Role of Diplomacy in Resolving Contemporary International Conflicts. Introduction. Contemporary international relations are marked by a complex web of interconnected global issues and conflicts that have far-reaching implications for global stability and security. In this environment, diplomacy stands as a fundamental instrument for resolving conflicts peacefully and achieving mutually beneficial solutions. This essay will provide a pivotal role in discussing the diplomacy in addressing and mitigating contemporary international conflicts, highlighting its importance as a means to foster cooperation, mediate disputes, and maintain peace in a rapidly evolving world. Diplomacy as a peaceful conflict resolution mechanism. Diplomacy is a quintessential tool for the peaceful resolution of international conflicts. In a world where the consequences of military actions are increasingly devastating, diplomacy offers a nonviolent avenue to address disputes. It serves as a platform for nations to engage in dialogue, negotiation, and compromise, reducing the likelihood of armed confrontations. The negotiation process allows states to air their grievances, understand each other's perspectives, and seek common ground, ultimately working towards peaceful solutions. Preventing escalation and managing tensions. One of the primary roles of diplomacy in contemporary conflicts is the prevention of escalation. Diplomats act as intermediaries who help manage tensions and prevent conflicts from spiraling out of control. They engage in shuttle diplomacy, back-channel negotiations, and crisis management to ensure that disputes do not lead to armed confrontations. Examples of such efforts can be seen in the negotiations between the United States and Iran to prevent a nuclear crisis in 2021. Promoting cooperation and multilateralism. Diplomacy plays a crucial role in promoting international cooperation and multilateralism. In a world facing challenges such as climate change, terrorism, and pandemics, nations must work together to address common threats. Diplomacy facilitates the creation of international agreements, treaties, and alliances, allowing countries to pool their resources and expertise to tackle shared challenges effectively. Examples include the Paris Agreement on Climate Change and the United Nations Security Council efforts to combat terrorism. Conflict resolution and post-conflict reconstruction. Diplomacy is not limited to preventing conflicts. It also plays a pivotal role in resolving ongoing conflicts and rebuilding nations in the aftermath of hostilities. Peace negotiations, facilitated by diplomats, aim to address the root causes of conflicts and establish frameworks for reconciliation and stability. The Dayton Agreement that ended the Bosnian War and the Good Friday Agreement in Northern Ireland are prime examples of diplomatic efforts leading to conflict resolution. Humanitarian diplomacy and conflict management. Contemporary conflicts often have severe humanitarian consequences, including displacement, famine, and violation of human rights. Diplomacy plays a crucial role in advocating for humanitarian principles and ensuring that aid reaches those in need. Humanitarian diplomacy seeks to protect civilians secure assets for humanitarian organizations, and address the humanitarian dimensions of conflict. The work of United Nations, such as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees Office and the International Committee of the Red Cross organization, underscores the importance of diplomacy in alleviating human suffering. Conclusion. In a world fraught with complex and interrelated challenges, diplomacy remains an indispensable tool for resolving contemporary international conflicts. It offers a peaceful alternative to armed conflict, allowing nations to negotiate, compromise, and find common ground. Diplomacy prevents the escalation of conflicts, promotes cooperation, and addresses humanitarian concerns. As we navigate an ever-changing global landscape, recognizing and appreciating the crucial role of diplomacy is essential for maintaining peace, stability, and prosperity on a global scale. Diplomacy is not a panacea, but it is a cornerstone of a more peaceful and cooperative world. Well, how would you evaluate this response if you were scoring this essay or interviewing a Foreign Service officer candidate speaking these words? Well, let us know in the comments section. Visit our website, issnow.earth, or email us directly at diplomaticoffice@issnow.earth. We want to hear from you. As we wrap up today's episode of SDGs Explained, I want to thank you, our listeners, for joining us on this journey through the complexity and inspirations of the Sustainable Development Goals. Your engagement and curiosities are what drive this conversation forward, making it a better future that's possible for all life on our planet. Remember, the International Sibling Society is more than just a podcast. It's a movement where your voice, your actions, and your commitment to the Sustainable Development Goals can truly make a difference. Whether it's by subscribing to our YouTube channel, sharing your stories on our website, or considering a career in diplomacy, every step you take is a stride towards a more sustainable, peaceful, and prosperous world. As your host, Cindy Burleson, Chairman of the International Sibling Society, I'm here to remind you that change starts with us. It starts with the choices we make, the conversations we have, and the actions we take. So let's continue to educate ourselves, inspire each other, and work collectively towards the goals that unite us. Before we conclude, I'd like to encourage you to explore our comprehensive study guide. Launch your Foreign Service career and ace the Foreign Service Officer Test. This resource is not just a tool for exam preparation. It's a gateway to understanding the intricacies of global diplomacy and the significant role it plays in resolving contemporary international conflicts. So as you move forward in your day, think about how you can contribute to the SDGs in your own unique way. And when you're ready to take your commitment to the next level, remember, the International Sibling Society and the SDGs Explained podcast are here to guide, support, and empower you. Thank you once again for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to explore, understand, and contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals. Together, let's shape a future that we can all be proud of. Until then, keep striving for a sustainable world, one goal at a time.